Hello, how are you? We are joined here again, live on Aminaofafrica and the rest of the pages that will be streaming. I decided to come up today again to discuss one or two things with the lovely hearted people out there. Usually I do my videos in some odd days and stuff, but these days I have been on and on due to the current things and current happenings, and sometimes we need to all support each other to find balance and stability. So and by the way, the other one that I wore the last time was a bit like a chiffon and stuff. This is more like of a bit it's a bit heavy, kind of a little bit heavy but light at the same time and stuff and what have you. So I'm just putting it on because it's easy to wear and what have you and stuff. And today I am going to be discussing one or two things that has to do with the reality of life and the current challenges. Insecurity, it's still everybody's business and stuff. You have a good night's sleep. There are some security agents out there that they're not having a good night's sleep, and they're on a 24-hour watch and rotations and what have you. Bonjour, Saleh Hussadis, Saleh Guduf, Ahmed Maga, Emmanuel Nicholas. Good morning. Thank you. You look good too on your page too. Thank you. Anyway, the reality is that the security challenge is still everybody's business. And we are at the stage now we have to all put our collective efforts positively. We all have to give positive support, and we have to be realistic on the evaluation of the mess that we have in our region. And I sat down and I was thinking about many things, going on. People are making fun of the whole situation because it hasn't affected their family yet. Some are looking at the situation from a painful angle because it has affected their family. Some have been victims from the past, before it even got to this stage that it's worse, so we have to, find, our humane selves within this situation. And really what I wanted to say is that the mess has been coming like a tornado. It has been on the formation like a tornado. And we have been, some have been pretending, some have been putting hands on deck, some are pretending like it's not going to happen, it's not going to be this bad and stuff like this. Every family, or any person that is either in the system or out of the system is related. We are all related. We are all, we are all stakeholders in this mess. So we have to find positive ways possible to fix this mess, and there are a lot of loopholes in the situation. That's why, more advanced criminals and more advanced situations, it's happening and reoccurring. So if you have information that is going to help the humanity, or is going to, adjust, or it's going to impact, or it's going to make us more happier, you should try your possible best to contribute to making situations stable, not for you to hold on to possible informations or possible solutions. You need to find ways to help to find balance. If you know how to find balance, or you know how to find to give help and stuff, and you are holding it, you're also as good as a criminal. The reason why I wanted to sleep today, to have a very good night's sleep, early morning sleep, because of the weather and what have you. The birds are kind of singing, and then I thought, let me share my thoughts and my ideas with people. Maybe someone will be inspired there to move him to do the right thing, to be able to find stability and peace and balance in the region that is messy. because this started, and I was thinking in my head, this started, you have leaders that they're extremely poor, extremely poor, some of the leaders, and then when they get into power, they exercise that poverty. When you're rich at heart and you're a rich leader, when you go into power, you want to empower your people. You want to make your people rich. You want them to also, and you will guard them with passion. Those are what great leaders do. But when you are a poor leader, you'll be weak from inside out. And then you surround yourself with beggars, people who beg to collect, fast money, rather than to build. When you're a great leader, you surround yourself with builders, and you surround yourself with people who look out of the box, who think out of the box. And you also have to, allow yourself, it's not always, it gets boring when it's just one way. You have to learn to switch lanes, you have to learn to have different diverse ways, But we are in a situation where people don't want the stable corruption, the stable way. Corruption has been stabilized. They don't want the corruption to change. It's a channel. The channels are juicy. They don't care whether it's blood money. As far as the money keeps coming, their lifestyle keeps going. They still get their dirty lifestyles, their extravagant lifestyle, their luxurious lifestyle, and you're also part of the contribution. The reason why I say you're also part of the contribution is because you refuse to allow yourself, to support those who truly have the desire to do better. And you refuse to demand to get better. And you refuse to also have that shift of change within yourself. Change starts from within. You want your leaders to change, you also have to change. When you change, you start choosing differently. When you change, you won't be collecting money from your leaders. You won't say, I eat, you eat. There's no problem. There is problem. I eat, you eat. That's the problem that we have today. That's the problem of insecurity. The I eat, you eat, that's the gap in between. It formed the bandit, it formed the kidnapper, it formed the terror. Because they know that your channel is working. You have created a channel, and they don't have a channel, so they will go out of the government to create a channel. And that's the illegal channel, the criminal channel. We have criminals also within the government that they are refusing to allow us to win this war, to stop this terrorizing situation, or to stop this criminal formations. So you as a citizen, you also have to know your roles, how you're playing roles to either, put more fuel into the mess, or reduce the fuel of the mess. Stop fueling the mess. So these are things that you need to also ask yourself. How are you contributing to this mess? Or how are you making this mess better? And then those leaders who have successfully, that they used to be very poor, and they are so eager to be rich from the backs and the poverty of their own people. They are usually usually arrogant, ruthless, and they can dehumanize people. Some of them, they don't care how people look at them. They see money as God, and this the reason why you have ruthless criminals within the region. Not all have this characteristics, but majority. And then their children are also arrogant. They flaunt things, ill wealth things that they haven't earned. When a society, showcase things that you have not earned properly, both mentally, psychologically, physically, it affects the social order. There are a lot of wealth that has not been earned, that people are just showcasing themselves in it. When you earn something, billionaires don't come showcasing their cars and stuff like that. People who have earned their stuff. Is that how you see billionaires do and stuff? In a region where almost everything has become a show off. That's why we have criminals too who are ruthless, shameless, because we have leaders, some of the leaders who are ruthless and shameless. So I call this in Hausa the Wulakanchi era, meaning the humiliation era, you know. So we have to do our best to make sure we we put all our mind and soul towards making us better. You know, we can't just sit and expect miracles is going to happen. No, it's not going to happen. You know, it's not going to happen. Also, the former minister, you know, Hajia Aisha, Senator Hajia Aisha Al Hassan, Maman Taraba, you know, may her soul rest in peace. I loved her spirit, her, you know, enthusiasm towards, you know, trying to see, you know, she represent the female gender. You know, she won the governorship. It was taken right in front of her. You know, she went through a lot of tribulations and triumphs and stuff. She never gave up. She was also part of, like, she was the first person to be, you know, in another party and support another presidential candidate that is in a different party. I look at the whole situation as, you know, these are journeys that people go through, you know, that in life, everything is possible, but at the same time, you can write your own story differently, you know, or you can make it even more better, you know, or you could be inspired in anything. I wish her, you know, internal rest, you know, and then my condolences to her children. You know, I know some of her children and stuff that we went to school together and stuff. So may God console them, you know, and, you know, her whole and stepdad family and stuff, and her former husband, Ango Abdullahi. You know, I also reach out to him and his children, you know, so there's a life and vanity. So let's make the best of it. That is on everyone. So when you are alive, try to make the best of it. Think positively. Don't be thinking on how you're going to hurt someone. Think on how you're going to impact someone, you know, because you don't know whether, you know, it's tomorrow, next month, you know. That's the hidden secret of life. You never know. So try to make the best of it. You have a positive day, you and your family, and peace. Goodbye.